I was actually in a psych ward out in California, and I was looking for a treatment center for substance abuse and mental health. I was looking to get out of California, and the mental institution found Sovereign for me and put me on a plane, and I came out to Arizona to Sovereign Health. Definitely, Sovereign's trauma program is really what has helped me here. I've been to multiple treatment centers before for my drinking and drug use. Sovereign's trauma therapy is what has helped me. The EMDR therapy twice a week, the neurofeedback has helped me, and it's really changed my life completely. I really actually didn't have many expectations. I didn't really know what I was getting into. I just knew that I really needed to go to a place that could deal with trauma and my substance abuse. I knew that I had a lot of trauma that I needed to work on, and that I had never been to a facility that could deal with my trauma before, and that was one thing that I knew that Sovereign had the tools to deal with, was trauma. So that was something that I was looking forward to, was that they had a trauma program. The residence, it's a very cozy, very close quarters, felt like home, all women. It was definitely out of my comfort zone, but it got me to really form relationships with women, kind of get to know myself, build a relationship with women that I really needed to do for myself. And I felt like I was home, and it was a family kind of feel. I had a very good experience with all of the staff. Everybody was always there for me in the middle of the night to talk to me. Anything that I needed, everybody was kind of an open door policy. Any, hallway that you walk down to, people would ask you how you're doing, what do you need, there for you. It doesn't matter what position that they had to do at Sovereign. If they were my therapist or not, they were there to listen and to help me for anything that I needed. You have a process group, you have therapy. I would do neurofeedback, then I would do an EMDR, I would do relapse prevention. I don't think that I had one favorite group. I love neurofeedback, I love my EMDR, my trauma therapy. I don't think that I have a favorite group, but all of the programs together, it's a very good combination. One thing that I really loved about Sovereign Health was that they provided a dual diagnosis booklet that kind of helped me along the way. So when I wasn't doing the program during the day of all the groups, when I came back home to the resident, that I was able to sit with myself and kind of do this homework. And it was able for me to reflect back with myself, and these questions that they asked, I was able to sit and kind of really look into my life and take a look back of my patterns and behaviors of where my addiction or where my trauma affected my life. So that was very helpful, and I had never been given that before in another program. So I think that's very helpful of how I was able to take a look at my life and to use that going forward. A typical day here is very structured. That was something that I definitely needed in my life, was learning structure. You wake up very early in the morning, around 6:30, and that was something that I needed. You learn, you start off your day with house chores, with getting up. Routine is very important, and that was something that I learned how to do again. You get up, you make your bed, you have breakfast, you take a shower, you do your chores, then you go to your groups. I learned here that you have to go back and take a look at your past, and that going back to your trauma is a very scary thing, but it's very necessary to move forward into your life, and that life is a beautiful, wonderful thing that anybody can do, and we're all capable of doing. And I know that my life could be whatever I want it to be. And I've learned that I don't have to live in my past anymore. And Sovereign has given me tools to heal that. I've healed so much here, and I had so much support of walking through trauma that I held on to and got so comfortable in living in so much pain because I didn't want to address it for so many years, that I got so comfortable in living in that pain. And I had so much help and support from the staff of working through that. So just to anybody that got comfortable or didn't want to address their trauma or their pain or their addiction, that they can have the help from others, Sovereign staff here, and work through that as well, and then they can have the same beautiful life that I can as well.